Hey guys, this is John here today, and I have an awesome standard battle for you. Now, you may be wondering, well, where's the layout and such? I kind of, thought about this for a while, but I don't know, the layout kind of takes the fun out of making these videos for you guys, so I don't know if I'll do it anymore. Maybe if I find a way to make it faster, but I don't know, like, spending 2 hours, maybe even 3, just making and rendering a video is pretty boring, and that's not the reason I started this account. So, anyways, I went out and I challenged one of my favorite battlers. His name's Eduardo, from this forum I go on called the Nightmare Forums. It's kind of like a spin-off of Elite Poker Trainers. But anyways, yeah, I lead off with what's, in my opinion, the best lead in the game, which is anti-lead Smeargle, and I scarf his Aerodactyl, so he's locked into taunt, has to switch out. I U-turn out, and then I go into my Tentacruel, who's one of the best special walls in the game. I'm going to get up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes before his SKARMORY whirlwinds me out. And now I'm going to be able to Spore him, which is pretty awesome. And I'll get up free rocks here. So that's why I think, right off the bat, I've got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rocks up, just because of this Smeargle. He's just so awesome. He's not good for like later in the game, other than like putting stuff to sleep, but still. And he starts setting up entry hazards, which I'm okay with, because I know I'll just scare him away. And he goes out to an Aerodactyl, and I'll get off a free Fire Blast, which is going to really hurt that Aerodactyl, even though it's not very effective, because Aerodactyls are pretty frail. So anyways, I'm hoping he'll lock himself in Earthquake and not Stone Edge, but he does Stealth Rocks, so that still works out for him. And he's going to switch out here to SKARMORY. And yeah, if you'll notice, this battle's going a little faster. This battle took forever. Even without speeding it up, it was like 30 minutes long. This was a great battle. This is probably, in my opinion, he's one of the best battlers on that forum. And, I just love battling him. It was pretty fun. So I Dragon Dance up, Waterfall. I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Dance Gyarados, but it just works. He works so great with this team. And he whirlwinds me out to Tentacruel, which works because I'll be able to Rapid Spin. So even if he wants to whirlwind me out here or Roost, now those entry hazards he spent all that time getting up are gone, which is awesome. I think that's part of the reason you don't see SKARMORY nowadays, is because, I don't know, pretty much everything he can do, Fortress can do better, I'm not going to say that entirely, because Fortress does not have an immunity to ground moves, which is awesome. But, SKARMORY still has that weakness to electricity, to thunder, like Thunderbolt and stuff, which really hurts it. Anyways, he's going to go out to his BLISSEY here, and those Toxic Spikes really help, because that's going to cripple his BLISSEY, because now he can't stay in very long before he has to switch out so he can heal his BLISSEY. And, in the long run, that's going to end up helping. So now I'm going to go out to my Gyarados, pretty much just as a free chance to set up, hoping he doesn't like T-Wave. He goes for the Aromatherapy, so I know the exact kind of BLISSEY he is now. He's a Cleric BLISSEY, so I thought he might T-Wave or Toxic or something, so I spring up just to see what he's going to do. And he ends up Seismic Tossing, which is kind of weird, but whatever. I'm going to Bounce, which is going to really put a dent in him. And he's going to Seismic Toss for 100 damage. So right here, I'm just going to, go ahead for the Bounce again, because... No, do I go for the Bounce? No, I go for the Waterfall. Oh, man, yeah, because that was a really nice prediction on his part. Yeah, this new team I have actually works really well. I think I'll be using this one in a lot more of my videos to come. Anyways, he's going to Toxic me, and that kind of stinks, because now my Gyarados has way less sweeping potential, but I know if I want to do anything in this Vaporeon, I'm going to need to Dragon... Do I Dragon? No, I spring up. Yeah, never mind. I already got a Dragon Dance off. But I'm going to use Bounce, because I know he's going to try and Protect to kind of stall me out with Toxic. But now he can't Protect again. Or he could risk Protecting, but that also mean it would cost him his Vaporeon. So he goes out to SKARMORY, pretty much Death Fodder, maybe hoping Bounce would miss. So right now, things are looking pretty good. And then he sends out Aerodactyl. I'm like, here comes a Stone Edge. So yeah, Stone Edge hits. Kind of sucks for me. That's not that bad, because Gyarados wasn't doing anything at that point. And I go out to Heatran, knowing he's locked in a Stone Edge, and I can take at least one Stone Edge, as long as it's not a crit, and then set up a sub. And now I'm going to be able to just Fire Blast him for the kill. He misses with the Stone Edge, which is pretty cool, because now I'm behind a Substitute. And now he's done. I actually love Substitute Heatran. I don't think you see him enough nowadays. A lot of the Pokemon on this team you just don't see enough nowadays. You never see an anti-lead Smeargle. You never see Substitute Heatran. Well, you see Substitute Heatran, not my bad. You never see Tentacruel. Why doesn't anybody use Tentacruel? I mean, he's awesome. But anyways, I mean, he resists so many good attacks. He's weak to Earthquake, but I mean, seriously. Other than that, he resists so many, attacks commonly used, like close combat and such. So I'm going to Earth Power here, kind of just trying to, Toxic Stall him, hopefully, wear down, maybe get this special defense drop, which would be even cooler. But I don't get the special defense drop, and staying in wouldn't be very smart, even though I could take a Seismitoss, just because why would I want to do that? So I go out to Smeargle, and right here, I think I just really want to get rid of those leftovers on him. No, I U-turn. Never mind, that's later in the battle I'm thinking of. I U-turn to get my Jirachi in safely, kind of hoping that it'll get him to a point where he wants to soft-boil, which worked out really nicely. And now, this Jirachi is very different than a lot of standard Jirachis, because it is kind of a flinch Jirachi and such, but it's actually a very bulky Jirachi. Like, 401 HP, as you can see, is a lot for a Jirachi. And he can wish, so he can take a hit. And then just deal back. He knows Body Slams to paralyze, and he knows, Iron Head to flinch anything he may be faster than. And he can always U-turn just to get the hell out of there. So I U-turn, which does way more than I thought it would. I mean, look at that. And especially because Celebis are bulky. And I use Alakazam on this team because even though he's UU, I mean, it was funny because I was watching one of Kudafis's videos the other day, and he's like all questioning whether Alakazam should be OU or not. And there's some things that Alakazam can do that Gengar just can't do. Like right here, you'll see Signal Beam. Gengar can't learn any bug-type moves, which really helps when you're trying to hit these. I could have got... No, actually, you might be like, why didn't you go for the Focus Blast? I have Specs. So, yeah, I kind of had to say... I get the Confusion Hacks, which I thought was pretty funny, but it ended up not helping me out at all. But now I go out to Heatran, kind of for the revenge, because I know he's not Scarfed, and even if he was, he'd switch out, because why would you crunch a Heatran? That'd be stupid. You'd hurt your teeth. So, anyways, he's going to go out to his Vaporeon, kind of scare me out, which... worked pretty effectively. I go out to Tentacruel, who can pretty much just wall this thing completely, because I'm a special wall, and I resist Surf. And the Sandstorm's up, so he's going to be... I mean, we're both taking Sandstorm damage and healing it back, but at the same time, he's getting hurt by poison, so I'm kind of wearing him down. I'm going to Sludge Bomb, which is also another advantage I have, because I can do neutral damage, while he just does not very effective damage. So, that's always good. And, yeah, so pretty much at this point, I'm hoping he doesn't do the whole Wish Protect thing, but I don't think he can. He realizes this too. He kind of dug himself into a pit here, where if he wished, he wouldn't live the Sandstorm damage, so he's dead. So, bye Vaporeon. You're annoying. Yeah, but then my Tentacruel's left. I think he goes out to BLISSEY, which is all he has left, and I'm like... Just when all your opponent has left is BLISSEY, and you're mainly left with the special attackers, that always sucks. But I send out Smeargle, and I'm going to trick him away those leftovers. Give him a Focus Sash. I doubt he'll get back up to full health with Sandstorm and Poison, so that won't matter. And this way he does not have his leftovers anymore, which will really help me out. And he's going to just try and kill the Smeargle, because, I don't know, it's like BLISSEY's last stand here, which is just hilarious, because BLISSEY can't do much. And pretty much just to end off the game, I'm going to go with Jirachi, Iron Head him, and it killed him anyway. So, good game, Eduardo. Probably one of the best battlers on those forums. And now for my question of the day. And as you can see, I still kept Wobbuffet. So, yeah. I'm going to kind of steal a question of the day here, which I know is really lame. But it's a question of the day I really want to ask. It's not really stealing, because it's kind of borrowing from Kudafis. Kudafis once asked, do you think Alakazam should be OU? My question is, what Pokemon do you think that is UU now that deserves to be OU? I think that Alakazam is definitely one of them that's up there on the list, and is only not there because he's outclassed by Gengar. But, leave a comment below, and rate comment, sub, guys, and see you next time. Peace.